Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to a very exciting episode of CSGO News. Hope you guys all enjoy. As always, let's get right into it. And very first off today, guys, in CSGO News, we had Team Immunity finally announced their roster moves and changes, which we leaked here on CSGO News nearly 1 month ago, and they've finally been confirmed and actually taken place. This first off involves former Immunity Opera, who goes by the name of Ricky. He will now be joining Team Renegades in North America. Renegades, a team that's gone silent these past few weeks. We haven't heard much from them. He will be apparently joining Renegades there in North American CSGO. Now, also leaving that roster for the new Winter Fox new lineup there will be Imagine and Zusi. Both those Australian players will be leaving Team Immunity for Winter Fox's new lineup. That's already been announced. But even bigger news for the Australian CS fans out there, we have the return of James to the Immunity lineup, who played for a team known as ADD. He played for that team for just 2 weeks before actually returning to Team Immunity, who he will now play for. Now, he will be playing alongside these 3 other members for the time being on your screen right now, and we are still waiting for Immunity to announce their 5th member to actually complete their roster. And then some other CSGO news, guys. We also had Eleague announced their Season 2 schedule with some other big news, including the prize pool, which will remain at $1.4 million, just like Season 1's prize pool. But in bigger news here, we knew there'd be a little controversy when announcing these 8 guaranteed group spots, which obviously went to Season 1's top 8 finishers. And this does in fact mean that Cloud9 will take that 8th automatic and guaranteed qualifier spot for Eleague Season 2, as SK lost their eligibility to finish out the Season 1 when they transferred over from Luminosity Gaming, that roster, over to SK Gaming. They somehow lost their eligibility for Eleague Season 1, and Cloud9 was the next highest finisher, so they took that spot. Now, although there won't be much arguing here from SK because they shouldn't have trouble qualifying, they will indeed have to fight for their spot through the qualifiers, unlike Cloud9, NIP, Astralis, Envious, Navi, Mouse Sports Fnatic, and our returning Season 1 champions, Virtus Pro. And announced yesterday in an HLTV interview with OpTic Gaming's very own Daps was the leaving of Devilwalk as their coach. Now, all of this was according to Daps, as he said, in the wake of the coaching role change, apparently Devilwalk was offered a pursuit in a position he could not turn down. Now, obviously, no one has announced this publicly from OpTic yet besides Daps, but there's really no conclusion as to why he would say this in an interview if it was not somewhat true. Now, many of you guys know Devilwalk's ties to Fnatic as a former player and a coach there. So will Devilwalk, is a big question everyone right now, will he walk away to play or manage one of the Swedish rosters over there, that being Godsend or Fnatic would be my 2 top choices. But also a very big possibility as of right now that people aren't thinking about is the possibility of another Swedish roster, Epsilon, obviously a lower tier team than Godsend and Fnatic as of right now, but coincidentally just a couple days ago they dropped their in-game leader. Yes, that was Zelos, just a couple days ago. So it's very potentially possible that Devilwalk could go to Fnatic, Godsend, Epsilon, one of these Swedish rosters, possibly to even play or possibly manage those teams as well. So the best of luck to him in the future. We have yet to release or see anything from him publicly about where he's going to go or if any of this is actually confirmed, but as of right now it's potentially that Devilwalk will be leaving OpTic for a Swedish roster. And I would love to do a video on the amazing amount of VAC bans given out in the past year or so, especially in the past 18 months, the nearly 2 million VAC bans that have actually been handed out by Valve alone in those past 18 months. If you guys want a video on that, please let me know. I really want to do more research on that kind of subject. All of this coming with yesterday's announcement. Apparently a Steam API issue, which was announced just yesterday, did lead to a small number of falsely accused accounts to receive either VAC or in-game bans yesterday. So just be aware of the issue. It's being resolved. If any of you guys were actually falsely accused yesterday, do not worry. Take your time. It should be resolved sometime soon. But what's been really interesting to me is the high dollar amount of accounts that have actually been banned or given in-game bans, more particularly the VAC bans, that are just having their inventories being held in limbo. So if you guys might want to expect an episode on this pretty soon in the future about all the high dollar inventories out there that have temporarily been held in limbo and potentially all those skins going nowhere. I have an actual report right now that apparently one of the highest accounts right now had a $20,000 plus inventory, and all of a sudden, because he got that VAC ban, those skins are basically worthless. I really want to do a video on this in the future, but as of right now, guys, a small VAC ban wave did happen yesterday. If you guys were falsely accused, just wait it out. It should be fine soon. And for anyone who's unaware about this in the CS scene, we will have a tournament going on this weekend, actually starting tomorrow, which will be ESEA's Global Challenge. It's the first time they've ever had a global challenge like this, so it will be called the Premier for Season 2, the Challenge Premier. It will be a $50,000 tournament starting tomorrow, like I said before. Just 8 teams competing and everyone guaranteed prize money, although 5th through 8th place only guaranteed $3,000, but still everyone guaranteed here to win some kind of cash prize. Now, Group A will feature Echo Fox, ENCE, Alternate Attacks, and Chiefs, and we have Group B, which will be Mortal Kombat, Crowns, the Brazilian G3X team, and my favorite team of all time, Team Panda from USA. So watch out for that, guys. And very last in today's CSGO News, guys, I'm saving some good stories for this Sunday, so some good stories, some big stories coming soon in the next episode of CSGO News. But now for the emerging Korean scene, I'm sure a few of you guys have heard about this. It's still a very small scene over there in Korea, but as of right now, they just finished their first official tournament, and this is called VSL Season 1. Now, that tournament, which many of you guys might remember from a couple weeks ago, I covered a story on this during the group stages of this tournament where the female player known as Luminous was the only woman CSGO player in this entire tournament. She also played for an all-male team known as Team Nomad. Now, although her team did not finish very well, they actually finished in last place in this tournament. It was Team MVP Project who took the title, and in impressively only dropped 2 games throughout the entire season. They played a decent number of matches and only lost 2 of those games to other teams. Now, although these teams are competing against other Korean organizations at the moment, so this tournament was all Korean teams, it's still very exciting to me to see this Korean scene growing slowly but surely. As many of you guys saw this prize pool, it was only a total prize pool of about $7,500 total USD, and the winner only took home $2,600. So for winning a season tournament and here in America, that's an incredibly low number. But I have high hopes for the Korean scene, also the Chinese scene, all those little regions. They should be emerging sometime soon in the CSGO scene. That is if CSGO doesn't screw themselves over sometime soon in the future with all these new allegations coming out towards people like Yen Hilgers and all these other people, you know, ES Force, all these other organizations that apparently bought in organizations. I'm not going to get into that too in depth right now, but I am definitely looking into that. I saw Decay's video yesterday. Decay did a great job on covering a lot of that information along with Richard Lewis. If you guys have not checked that out, please check those previous videos out. But as of right now, I'm very interested in those Korean teams such as MVP Project or Autocracy, teams like that, and how they're going to perform against North American and European teams. So hopefully going to see that sometime soon in the future. We've seen Tai Lu finally branch over from that Chinese scene a couple months ago, and hopefully Korean teams will also do the same sometime soon. That's going to do it for today's episode of CSGO News. I hope you guys all enjoy. Big shout out to my sponsor down below, guys, Gitcoin. I'm going to be telling you guys a short story about them in my future video when I do have time. It's a really short story, but really cool about them. They're very generous with me, so thank you so much to them ahead of time. As always, hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. I have some big stories coming out soon. When I can actually release them, I will tell you guys, and of course release those on YouTube, so I cannot wait to release those stories. They are coming soon though, and some big announcements also coming to this channel and possibly a new channel sometime soon in the future. Just a lot of things going on right now between school, moving into my new apartment, and some big announcements coming to all of you guys. So hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of CSGO News. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow or Sunday with another episode. Until then, remember, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see you guys all next time. Remember, I like you. Goodbye. Woo!